So I bought the Sony Xperia 5 Mark V instead of the ZV1 Mark II. And in this video, I'm gonna give you some reasons why I specifically chose for a phone instead of a camera. The first reason is personal reason, is that I really think that for video, like talking heads or simple cinematic B-rolls, mobile phones have come a long way over the last couple of years, and I really feel that mobile phones for the average user, so 95% of us, they're at, like, say, the level we need for video. So it's, you know, in terms of specs, it's great. And then there's the sensor. The ZV1 Mark II obviously has a 1-inch sensor, whereas the Sony Xperia 5 Mark V actually has a 1/35 sensor, and if you go wide, it's a 1/2.5 sensor. But I really think, given 0.1, that doesn't really matter. Specs or capabilities on the cameras. First of all, it's Sony, so the autofocus eye tracking is fantastic. It comes with a product mode, which really helps if you sit like this now. Yeah, you see now it's my face. If I go like this, it keeps my face into focus. If I put it to the back, it blurs. That is what you don't have when you have product mode. It really focuses on the product. Fantastic tracking. With one tick on the actual screen, you can track whatever it is and you can make a film or pretty good pictures of it. Then there is the streaming capabilities. I'm not much of a streamer, but then there is the recording of gyro data, and this is what I find pretty amazing. Gyro data basically means that if you shoot a video like this and you wobble a bit, you can put it into a program called Catalyst Browse, Sony proprietary software, and you basically then get easy, nice looking stabilized footage. I think that's great. That's also on the ZV1 Mark II, but it's great that it's in a phone, and for me that's a benefit. Then there is the battery life. The ZV1 line, whether you have the original, the F or the Mark II now, they all use the same crappy battery. And I'm so happy I'm off that now, that I have 5000 milliamperes, and of course this is not suddenly going to last me 2 days shooting 4K, but if I turn off my Wi-Fi and my cellular connection, I can shoot pretty much a day. And then there's of course some of the hardware. Well known here, the jack here, you see the headphone jack, and here below in the tray you can actually add a SD card, which is great. Yeah, so all of that, you know, I wish Sony would get the 303 by a removable battery. That would be even better, but let's hope they don't use the battery from the ZV1 Mark II. That would be crap. But that's something that I really love in Sony phones, and I think Sony doesn't get full credit how well designed their phones really are. Then there's a part of the applications which are purely Sony specific, which are Video Pro, Cinematic Pro, and then you have, I think it's called Audio or Music Pro. Those three applications are really dedicated for Sony, and they give you all these enhanced features. So if you're like me, somebody who likes to shoot video but wants to have full control, you either go with the main camera or you go to Video Pro, where you have enhanced features. If you're somebody who likes to shoot cinematic, you go in there. Yeah, and the fact that this got Cinetone built in to the camera makes a difference, and you can choose in the cinematic app for whatever you want to. For those of you who love music, podcasting, the Sony Music Pro actually also makes a difference, because it allows you also to connect a microphone to your actual Sony Xperia 5 Mark V, and you can do that, and that makes a complete package. You basically have everything, including an IA video editing app, which basically allows you to compose little short clips or bigger clips on the go, upload them to social media. So this is pretty darn good. So you have your workflow with it. But the most important reason for me to actually buy this phone instead of a camera is that I really don't like walking in the street with a video camera. If you don't have image stabilized lenses or an image stabilized body, you need to have a gimbal, some form of stabilization. I really don't like it. It's way too cumbersome. I like to have something which is low entry and I know that gets the job done, which for me is the Sony Xperia 5 Mark V, and of course a full review will be coming. If you want tutorials, leave a comment below.